Hi, I'm Kendra Horvath.
And I'm Brianna Klassen, and this is your Humanities News. The new movie Avatar that hit theaters December 2009 was criticized earlier this week for being a racial film. The Blue Men Group later commented that they were unaware of being filmed and are now suing the producers for an estimated $1,500.
Now for today's segment of This Year in History. This is the year we celebrate the 380th since the Industrial Revolution. One of the major turnouts of this event was the employment of thousands of out-of-work children. While they could have been sitting around at home, playing with their siblings, and just not working, they offered the ability to fit inside narrow mine shafts and use their tiny limbs to fit in the textile machines. This also launched the beginning of a new idea for small children to work in China in sweatshops, making the brand name clothing we have in many stores in Canada today.
Wow, good stuff, good stuff. For the past month or so, we have been studying the play Hamlet in our humanities class. One of our guests is the main character, Hamlet, who has graciously decided to share his thoughts and views in contrast with our other guest, Adam Smith. So we'd like to welcome both Hamlet and Adam Smith.
Welcome, gentlemen.
Glad to be here.
Yeah, whatever. So how was the flight in, fellas?
Delightful. Peanuts were overdone.
Well, today we're interested in understanding the ideologies of yourselves. Adam Smith, why don't you go first?
Well, I would love to. I believe that people should be free to make their own decisions in the economy, and they use their abilities to their full potential.
See, now that's where you're wrong, Smith. Yes, people do have the means to use their full potential, but they don't. It's a sad world.
Okay, so let's elaborate on the decision-making, Mr. Hamlet.
It's just Hamlet, okay? Mr. Hamlet was my father. And people should think for themselves. For example, I was talking about clouds with this guy I knew, and I said, it looks like a camel, and he agreed. Then I said, it looks like a weasel, and he agreed again. Then I said, it looks like a whale. You know what he did?
He agreed?
Yeah, he did. Do you know how annoying that is?
Very?
Yes.
Okay, so Hamlet, you've been through some hard times, from plotting to kill your uncle, and being shipped away to England, and then being rescued by menacing pirates. Tell us, what drove you to madness?
The ghost of my father told me to.
Okay, will you elaborate on that?
Well, my father appeared to me one night and... See? There he goes again! Didn't you see him?
Yes. You see, that is somewhat of an example of my invisible hand theory. You see, there's an invisible guiding force that steers the economy into a free market capitalism. Basically, if you just leave the economy alone, it'll work itself out and everything will fall into place.
Exactly! Since I was being driven by the forces of goodness to kill my uncle, everything would fall into place.
Well, this all sounds very radical for the times you lived in, gentlemen, doesn't it?
You're right, my dear. It was very radical. But look where it has led us. We now have somewhat of free market. It's just a dream come true.
Yes, and now Denmark doesn't have an idiot for a king.
But didn't you die too?
Yes. Yes, I did.
Okay, well, that's all the time we have for our Humanities News Report. I'm Kendra Horvath.
And I'm Brianna Klassen. You stay classy, humanities.
Yeah, I think so. We're gonna go find the I'm too close.
Go. Say, okay, elaborate on that.
Okay, elaborate on that.
Cassie!
You ready? Exactly! No, that's
Okay. Okay, go. The new movie Avatar hit theaters this...
Making brand name clothing for I screwed up at the very end.
Well, the My father appeared to me one night and...
Stop.